Everybody, Dave here, hidden off grid, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm gonna go ahead and do an update on my AT planning. Got about 6 months or so until I hit the trail up in Maine and do the 2,200 mile trek down to Georgia. So there's a lot of planning involved, not to mention there's a lot of planning involved just to get ready for the AT, let alone even do the AT. You know, obviously I got to do a bunch of packing and move a bunch of stuff out, change a bunch of other stuff. But I did a video on that. If you want to take a look at that video, you look it up here. And it ran through a complete list of all the stuff that I need to do, even though I've added some stuff to that list. But I've also taken care of a lot of stuff on that list as well. Some big items as well. So, all right. I'd made a decision about a week or two ago to kind of stop doing keto, but that doesn't necessarily mean I've fallen off the wagon. So what it means is I'm just gonna cut back on doing keto, but I'm still gonna be low carbs compared to the regular SAT, which is the standard American diet. SAD, SAD diet. That sounds pretty bad, doesn't it? So a normal standard American diet is like 300 carbs per day or something like that. I'm probably going to be upwards of 50 to 70 or something like that is my guess. And I got a couple of products here I'm just going to show you to give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. So I'm not going to be doing full keto. I'll still be buying keto items and stuff, but I'm also adding some carbs into the mix that I normally wouldn't have. And that is just to prepare me more for what I'm going to be eating on the Appalachian Trail. You're going to be going through a lot of small towns, and all you really have is convenience stores and gas station stores and food. So I just trying to prepare myself for that. So lately, so I've been buying items like, I don't know if this can even show up on there pretty well or not. So I've been buying items like this right here. Now I'm a big cookie fan, to be honest with you. You stick chocolate in front of me, you stick cake in front of me, you stick brownies in front of me. I'm gonna pick a cookie all day long, especially crunchy cookies. I do like brownies if they're cornered and edge pieces and they're overcooked and crunchy. I definitely like those as well. Here's another product here that I've been buying lately. And these aren't keto. Neither one of these are keto. However, both of these products are lower carb than what you would normally get for a standard cookie. Okay, because they're made with different types of sugar, number one. And number two, both of these items are not, they don't have any grain in there. They're actually made out of almonds, organic coconut, and then flaxseed. For this example here, this cookie is made out of almonds, flaxseed, and coconut. So they're not really, it's grain free, right? And then this item right here is grain free as well. And the number one ingredient there is almond, and of course I can't read it because I'm losing my eyesight, but it is grain free, and it is also lower carbs. So this thing here is 13 grams of carbs, and it's got 3 grams of fiber. So it's roughly about 10 grams of carbs per serving, which is a lot lower than any other cracker you're going to get out there. And the same with this here. These cookies here, which are some of my favorite, are 16 grams of carbs, and then you got 1 gram of fiber, so it's really about 15 grams of carbs per serving. But the key is that they're gluten-free and there's not any grain in there. So in my opinion, yes, they're higher carb, they're not keto, but they're not as bad as the normal item that you would get if you were just a normal American buying something at a Walmart or something like that. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to get stuff like this on the trail, and that's fine. And even after the AT, if I go travel overseas or whatnot, trying to stay on a keto diet over there might be hard because I don't really know if they actually have, you know, health items. And I mean, I call these are healthier items. These are healthier choices because they're grain-free, gluten-free, and they're lower sugar. And a lot of times you can find stuff like this that are not keto, but they're also not made out of sugar. They're made out of alternative sugars, sugar alcohols like allulose or erythritol monk fruit mix. So that is what I'm doing now. And so I got about 6 months to hit the trail. I got about 5 to 6 pounds more to lose or something like that. I got 6 months to do it. Not too worried about it. Trying to hit the trail about 185 or so. I will be working out for the next 6 months as well, just to keep my muscles in shape before I hit the trail. And then, you know, a few months before I actually hit the trail, I'll probably start walking and or jogging, even though it's kind of the winter / snow season still here. It'll make it tough, but that's what I'm doing, at least food-wise, muscle-wise, to get prepared for the AT. But I do have another exciting thing here that I just bought this week, and I've been looking forward to this. I literally probably would have bought these a year or two ago if they were available, because it kind of just keeps me excited. It keeps me, I don't know, it's just exciting to me. But, you know, so what I'm talking about here is, let me do and record the screen here. All right, start recording. All right, so what I'm talking about here is I'm talking about the AT guide. 2022 revision is now out, and they're doing pre-sales on them right now for January delivery. And I just picked up 2 of these because one will be going on the AT with me. It's per bound, which means every single day that I knock out the mileage or whatever, I'm just gonna tear the page out and throw it away. Maybe use it for toilet paper, just kidding. I'll tear it out in town and throw it away. So the book will get lighter. It weighs 7.8 ounces, which you're thinking, oh, Dave, you're a weight weenie. That actually is a lot of weight, I'm not gonna lie, but to me, that is worth it. Even though there is a PDF version of this, which I have right here, and I'm gonna go through it just to kind of give you an idea what's in it. The PDF version on the phone is kind of small. Yes, it's great to have as a backup and all that, but I want the physical copy as well. I'll be taking the book on me, on the AT with me, tearing out 1 or 2 pages a day. And that just gives me, as the book gets smaller and smaller and lighter, that's exciting to me in a different way. But I did order 2 of these because one will be kept in pristine condition as a memento, and makes me feel better. Even though at the end of the AT that one will be completely empty. Well, guess what? I know at home I have a brand new one as a memento that I can look back in, you know, 30 years and say, oh, this is what I did, you know. So what's in that? So here is the interactive AT guide in a PDF form. And what's in here is basically, it's a lot of information. It's got all the trail information on there, all the town information, where the water source is on, where you could actually camp, and all that stuff. But so let's get to the first page here. Here's the first page right here. If I was going northbound, you see NOBO, so that's northbound. I'd be starting at mile 0. And you're starting pretty much right there, elevation of 1,800 feet. And that's kind of what you have right here. And as you hike, so 1.5 miles in, you can see that the elevation is going up. So you can see over that whole mile there, your elevation is going up. You hit the mountain right here, you kind of descend a little bit, and then you go up to 3,000 feet and you come down by the time you hit 3.2 miles. But I'm going southbound. So, and that what that means is I literally need to go pretty much all the way from the back of the book. So let's scroll up here, and there's the back of the book right there. We'll be starting in Baxter State Park and hiking Mount Katahdin first, mile 0. And we're pretty much starting above 5,000 feet. Matter of fact, I think what we need to do is actually we need to hike Katahdin, and that's the peak, and then we come down from there, backtrack, unless I can figure out how to do it a different way. And then that's where you start the AT, is as you're coming down, and then you come all the way down here to, what is that, 2,000 feet, 1,000 feet? I'm not sure what that is right there. And then you continue on, you know, obviously 3.9 miles and all that. I don't know how much I can get done that one day. And then you keep going on, and as we hit the second page here, it's pretty flat for the next 40-something miles. And then you hit the White Mountains in the 100-mile wilderness, and you can see it going all the way back up to 4,000 feet at mile 71. So that's kind of how the AT guide works there, and it's exciting to finally have these in my possession. Can't wait for January. They actually ship out the books to actually have those in my possession as well. So anyways, if any questions about this video or anything I talked about it, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Till next time, please go ahead and like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.